and has led groundbreaking interdisciplinary research integrating AI with healthcare and data science. She is currently working in the development of AI-based models for diabetic foot ulcer risk prediction and customized therapeutic footwear. Her notable contributions include automated leather defect detection systems using deep learning, computer-aided color matching, and color sorting. She has also pioneered species identification in leather through advanced computer vision techniques. Dr. Malati Mann has authored more than 70 peer-reviewed publications in reputed international journals and conferences. Her research topic spans medical image analysis, sustainable leather processing, and machine vision systems with a strong emphasis on real-world applications and societal impact. She has received numerous Best Paper awards at international conferences held in Dubai, Japan, Canada, and Taiwan, and was honored with the Outstanding Young Scientist Award for her innovative research and development work for the country. Her leadership in environmental sustainability include projects on exotic leather from chicken and fish promoting circular economy principles. Dr. Malati has played a key role in interdisciplinary capacity building initiatives, notably for the Ethiopian Leather Industry Development Institute, and has led strategic R&D efforts that have positioned CSIR similarly as a global leader in leather innovation. She has also championed for skill development and entrepreneurship programs across India, contributing significantly to workforce empowerment and industry growth. Welcome, ma'am. Over to you. So let us all welcome ma'am with a big round of applause. Yes. Very good afternoon to one and all. I'm very happy to be part of this mastery research, what it is being conducted. So I know it's very difficult to be there rather than to be here. So I'll make it very lively so that we can interact and make it more fruitful. The whole idea about me bringing here is to share my expertise, how at CLRI, how we are writing research proposals, wherein we take from our lab that is to the market and getting the grants. So I'm going to share my expertise in that. Yeah, next slide, please. Okay. Coming from CSIR, that is our parent organization, there are a lot of, when you look at the opportunities that are available for research programs. Hello? Okay. If you look at CSIR websites, there are a lot of research call that is coming in. You can look at the news, CSIR news websites. I've just it actually see when it comes to any research program or any proposal that you write, it is very important to see what you are writing for what purpose. So always look at the what is the call for. Accordingly, you have to refine your proposal. And for example, when you look at CSIR team, you can see there are a lot of programs that even from the college, I think most of you are as faculty from different colleges. There are a lot of programs that are available, and they look for translational research. Nowadays, whether it is DBT, DST, CSIR, nobody wants research program which will produce publications, or it doesn't want to stop with patents. Okay.
how you are translating your research into an application which is being deployed in industry or in clinical interventions is what people are looking for. It can be societal also. So how you are deploying is your research is what they are looking for, and it is what we say as translational research. So it is very important that you work on that. Whenever you are writing your research proposal, this is the first thing I would like to advise. So when we look at trying the major research organizations that is funding, we have CSIR, which you can look at our CSIR news, wherein you can find what all programs are there and what is the call is there for that. DST and SERB, I hope you know about it. So when we look at the sector-specific agencies, for example, if you are from engineering and technology, there are proposals from CDAC also. We have in here in Taramani, there is a CDAC Chennai. In fact, we had a proposal along with them to go and have a funding from CDAC is coming under MIghty. How many of you know about MIghty? It is an electronic organization where you can get funding from MIghty also. Like you have to, even CDAC also has its own research call that is there you can look for. And if you are a person who is working on related to energy, related to gas pipelines, or fix your domain, you can look at ONGC. You can look at if you are working for strategic sector. For example, in CSIR, in CLRA, we have a research project which is for defense application, like it is a glove. Normally, when people who are working in military application, military areas like our own armed force, they are working under extreme climatic conditions. So for them to operate the mobiles and things are very difficult. So we have a project funded by CSIR and DRDO for having a conductive gloves. How to use the mobile using a conductive gloves. So this is one area which is related to defense that CLRA is working on. And similarly, for space technology, if you are relating anything working with space, you can look for ISRO. So there are a lot of proposals that are invited from ICMR with regard to the health related domain. If your healthcare related domain, if you are looking for, I will share some of the call for proposals in my next slide. The presentation is with Dr. Deepa. You can always refer for the call for proposals, what is there. So here, see, whenever you are writing proposal for healthcare domain, you need to have established your domain in that area. For example, as Dr. Deepa said, I'm a person who is currently working on a project which is related to having an AA model for diabetic foot ulcer, classifying into different categories. And since you may all think why madam is working in leather technology research and how madam is working on an healthcare project. See, we all finally we like what to say. We whatever essay is asked, accordingly we will rework on so that it customized to our project. I mean, to the domain what we are working. So here, finally, what we have come up with is to, for example, even to share my own experience when I was looking and writing for this particular proposal, when I said I will come with an A model for classifying diabetic risk category, the proposal was not accepted at the first stage. Let me put it in a very open thing. So then I intervened and saw why my proposal was not got accepted. It's not everybody will get. You have a very rosy path for you to. Once you submit, you get it. Everybody faces that. That challenge is there for everybody. So the review comments was saying that it can be done by anybody. So what is that unique thing that you will bring for yourself? That chat. So then I had to rethink on what I need to work on. And then when we said we will come up with a customized footwear, therapeutic footwear for each diabetic risk category, our proposal got immediately accepted. And I am currently working on this project. See, whenever you are working on your project, it is not just they see what you write. They also see how you have established yourself in an area which is similar to that. That is also very important. So you need to take care of those aspects. And so here you have different, if you are working in basic science, you have INSA, lot of young scientists who are there. They give preference to young scholars. And there is a different program for young scientists in CLRI as well as in CSAR. INSA is one of the most funding agency which we have worked a lot. ICAR, if you are working on agriculture related domains, you can think of ICAR and environment of forest, water resource. So these are some of the various agencies that you can work on for obtaining your, this is I can say tier 2 sector specific regions. And see, whenever you go for any conference or anything, you have to do a lot of networking there. If you have anybody who is coming from Germany, somebody coming from France, somebody coming from Spain, go talk to them, get yourself networked with them. Lot of bilateral programs are there, and these are some of the programs like recently there was a program that was related to Australia, actually collaborative research, where so these all programs, when you look at what is the very important thing that is required is you need one of the investigators from that area. I mean, in your area only, but from that country. So if you have an established through mail, through your own contact, this Australian thing, recently it got closed, I think. I'm not sure if they have extended anything. There is a collaborative research call that came from thing, and a lot of Indo-German programs. I can show you with regard to US also. You yourself can collaborate with the organization that is there, and you can go learn in yourself, like with what is the research that is they are doing, and come back and work in your organization. That kind of programs are also there. So one thing what I want to tell is, do not undervalue yourself. I am working in a college. I may not be able to get all these things. Please do not have that mindset. It is what you feel for yourself is what is very important. And there are a lot of people who go and twin and come back and do their research. So when we look at the research, how we have to write, I guess you would have heard a lot of lectures from different people. Here I will share my experience, how when I write my research proposal, how am I writing it. So the main thing of our foundation is, I would say I will first prioritize why should I do this research. That will be my first question to myself, so that I will be able to come up with a very compelling reasons why should I take this research. So that should be our first priority. the what and how will automatically generate when it comes to. So here, when you write, you should have a significance of your research. And whenever you are writing for any ICMR or CSIR or any Indian related funding agency, always connect with what is the national agenda that is there. For example, if it is a healthcare, then related to digital health, Ayushman Bharat, some what is that the national health system is looking for, and you connect with the national priority that will fetch a value for you. That is, and also always when you write your introduction, okay, write with the statistics what is already there. For example, if it is you are going to work for a geriatric population, then you tell them a statistics of how what is the Indian population, how many people above 60 years, and what is the trend that is going to happen, why my research is so effective. So these points, if you begin with a clear and concise statement in your introduction and define your research questions also with precision and with evidence of how it is, do not use any simple language is what many of the our proposals are being read by retired professors. So don't put a lot of jargons and things. This will not fetch you grants. Make it simple for them to read. Definitely, your when there is a necessity that you define in your introduction, you will definitely get a grant. And how is like you give a overall view of your methodology and an innovative aspect of how you are planning to do. Actually, when you write your research proposal, it should be like you have done. You should conceive that as if you have already done everything and you are presenting as a proposal. This is what is expected in your proposal. That is how it. If you write, you will be able to fetch your grant. So I just gave an example here. For example, if we are going to apply, say I'm going to develop a AI model for a geriatric medical problem, then clearly ask what specific geriatric problem you are addressing for. Is it nowadays we can see people who are aged, they say there is a memory loss. I'm aging. So there is a lot of Alzheimer related, Parkinson's. Lot of people have researched. That is fine. What is that uniquely you are going to bring? Though there are 100 or 1,000 research people who have done, the problem is there still. Is there any effective solution that they have brought in, or how I can bring in? For example, even if you look at the research problem, what I am currently working on, people are there who are doing it. So what is my innovative way in which I'm clicking the ball to get? That is very important here. So you can ask your questions so that whether the problem is significant. And how many of you know what is the difference between a have you all worked with any healthcare related projects? Okay, fine. Then the question is not relevant at all. So when we work in any healthcare related projects, we need to study with regard to you go meet the expert in that area, check if that problem what you are dealing, not with one expert, multiple experts, whether it is significant. In fact, when we did our project, we wrote to different people who are working on diabetic foot ulcer, and we proposed this is what we are planning to work, and we would like to get a review of. You don't need to give your entire methodology and things. You just give one small letter or thing that this is the problem that I am working on, and whether it is relevant to the society. This is what we did actually. In fact, I did it to get a response from them. And then that reference, whatever I have got from the review, many told it is the need of the hour. So that was a backing for my research. Many people, I don't know how many of you do that kind of thing. If you're working for any industry problems, then go sit with that expert. Ask what is their problem, not just one specific industry, but multiple industries, so that you will know whether that problem what you are working is significant or not. So this will add not only confidence for you to write your proposal, but it will also fetch value for your proposal as well. And yeah, you just present how, for example, the research question, can a model, for example, if there are any Kaggle data set that is there available already, you can do a preliminary study with that Kaggle data set, and you can even establish your publication in that. This will fetch a value for you, that you have a knowledge in that. And then you are applying for a proposal in that similar area. So this will have an added value for you to get a thing. Instead of saying, if not I have not worked at all, but I am proposing a very high proposal, which I'm claiming that I will deliver, nobody will be able to accept that you will be able to do. So you need to have your area well established, and that with your publications you need to confine that this is my area and this is what I have done and this is what I'm planning to do. Then people definitely will be able to accept your proposal, and they will be able to fund it. So as I told, always start with a compelling statistics or observations. Align your proposal. If it is for a national, our Indian funding agency, align it with our national, what is the scientific priorities that is there, and always be specific on what you are going to deliver. This is very important, because you don't have to say, I will do X, I will do Y, I will do Z, and don't be very diverse in what you are going to achieve. Be specific so that you will have your grant done. And the very important thing is, you need to show why this research needs to be funded. The urgency that is prevailing in our country. That if it is for an Indian funding agency, this you need to highlight with statistics, with evidence. This will definitely be able to fetch you a grant. So next is, when we do the most important thing, as I told, is you finding a gap. Already people would have done a research in your area, in what you are proposing. So how you don't just combine whatever you get as a, for example, as I told, I want to do a model for Alzheimer's disease. So there are 100 things that are done in already. Don't just collect all Alzheimer papers, put a summarize that, and don't do that. That will definitely, nobody will be able to understand why you are finding that kind of things. So this kind of approach will not work. As you have specified the why in your research question, find the gap in the research. How is it, whatever I am going to propose, whether, in fact, when I was preparing this presentation, I got a lot of links of how I can make my own research proposals in different directions. I should thank Deepa for that, to give me an opportunity to do it. Lot of opportunities, actually. So here, one important thing is whether that kind of research is being done in India. Is there any open data set that is available in India? These are some of the things very easily you can find out, and you can find a gap based on your research where you are working on. And if you have already done your work in that particular area, definitely cite your research work, what has been done by you. That will be added advantage here. So basically, you need to demonstrate that You are an expert who is working, who has the efficiency to work in such domain, and then you need to in your review itself, you have to highlight that. You don't need to tell separately in your biograph, but here itself you have to tell that this kind of things has been done. This is what I propose to do, and these are the gaps. And you show that there is a you have to show what is the competing research groups that are there, what they are doing, and how your stands unique in that is what research uh, finding your gap will have to do. So here the key components when you look, you study the existing studies that are there specific to the problem what you take based on the topic. And if you are suggesting any method, I will go for deep learning method. I would you like to use a what to say sensor based to evaluate a particular person's um, health condition. Then you look at the methods that are already been established and how your method is going to be scientific and rigorous. And what is the theoretical approach that you suggest in your research? You find the methods that are related to that. So yeah, basically, we will when we are planning to find the research gap, we will actually look at the, for example, for the geriatric problem. Um, is there any study that has been for? I'm proposing for an Indian condition. If it is done for a particular region only, then I can suggest that I will go for a pan India survey. I will collect data from different regions, South region, North region, Eastern region. I am planning to do in that way. Is there any study that is there? But when you are telling, I am going to do, you should have done not exactly for this problem, but you should, for example, in CLRI, we have come up with how many know that we do not have an Indian foot sizing. Whatever footwear we are wearing, we are using either it is a US or UK or this thing. So CLRI has done one pan India survey where we came up with a foot we are planning to launch now. What is called as BA. BA means Bharat. So that is going to be our Indian foot sizing. What we did is we went pan India to do a foot survey, how our footwear, how foot is different from other country. So we found that basically we are either trying to fit our foot to the existing footwear what is being sold in the market, and a recommendation is going to come from CLRI with regard to the foot sizing specific to BA. So here, what I want to say is, you should be part of that kind of survey already done, not for your project, but you can highlight which will maybe in your institute it has been done or something like that, which you can highlight to show that you have the capacity to do a pan India survey. So you have to show that in your literature review itself that there is a good strength for my institute, for me to work on this, to what I'm proposing. So this is what is very much required. And as I told you, when you are doing your literature review, you can even check if there are any sensor-based devices that are there for geriatric related problems. Then any, if there are any lot of AI models, is there any attention-based model which is trending now? So if there are attention-based models, then is there any specific variations that I propose will have an added advantage? So all these things you can think of when you are finding the gaps. And is there any, if there are AI models, is there any model which will visualize why that features have been classified to this model? So nowadays explainable AIs are what is being more focused, and how it can be utilized if we are going for a clinical deployment. So that is our, you have to write in such a way that your research is for a whatever, if it is a healthcare, it will be deployed in a clinical study, and you should write your research itself in that way, actually. So common pitfalls, what you have to avoid is do not dump the literature without critically analyzing it. This is a very major problem that is happening. And when we look at writing research proposals for Indian grants, always cite Indian authors that has been done in our country. So this is very important when you are asking for funding related to, when we say, to our country, actually. And failing to connect literature to your proposed work. Whatever you are proposing, you need to connect it to that. So that you need to, when you are writing and finding the gap, that flow should have that as well. Okay. Any clarifications you have? You have anything, you just raise, I will stop there, because I should not keep talking and missing to interact with you. Can I proceed? Okay. So the methodology is the heart of your proposal. So when we wrote our methodology, we found out what all gaps were there for the DFU risk model. In fact, we wanted to, we interacted with the doctors in MMC in different regions, actually. We have a parent organization in Chandigarh. We went there. PGIMR, which is a central government hospital. We interacted with them. We went to Mohan Diabetes. We went to, what is his name? Diabetes, Vijay Vishwanathan. So all are, you find out who all expert in that when you are proposing. You sit with them, and what solutions, what is that methodology that you are planning, discuss with them. They may not understand your AI model and other things actually in depth, but they will be able to tell whether that will be a requirement or not. When you interact and do, you get a review from them that this is a very required by the nation. It is all very important problem. Something from them that will add value, actually. So here, what when we did our study, we first found out whether such kind of database was there in our country, and we found only there was a study which was done as a pan India for diabetics. Diabetes they have done. It is a ICMR proposed study, and we found what is the gap. So what we did is, actually we have a state of art gait lab. I know how you all know what is a gait. Gait is the way the person walks. Okay. So basically, this diabetic foot ulcer is one where the disease is not noticed. It is actually only after the symptom occurs, the doctors are giving the treatment. So many lose their limb. Okay, so this is a very saddest part when we look at. So what we told is, we interacted with them and we told how we can come up with a gait-based interventions to have an early detection of a diabetic foot ulcer. This was our problem, and we interacted with them. So the design, the methodology, what you are going to suggest. When you want to say, you have to tell what is already done and what is it lacking, and how your design, your methodology is going to give that strength. That is very important. Okay, so here you have to mention the overall structure of your study and what are the step-by-step procedures that you will take, and what kind of data you are going to use, how the data is going to be gathered, and what is the, how you are planning to choose and obtain your data. If it is healthcare, it is you need to have an ethical approval for your study, and all these things should be there, and along with your financial requirements for the project. And one advice I would like to give for those who are faculty. Normally, what people write in their proposal, where I have been a reviewer for this proposals when it comes to AI for CSR funding. What they write is, I want a expensive server or one big computer for my. That will be their only budget that they ask for. Do not ask, they will not sanction you. They will first tell your institute has the facility. Maybe you are not having access to it, it is your problem. Okay. When you write your proposal also, you have to showcase your institute facility. What is available in your institute, that will fetch you value. So, for example, when I am writing my proposal, I showcased our state of art gate lab, what is there, that we have an expert who's working, who has that knowledge to do this. This will fetch value. If you ask, I want this computer, I want this, they may not definitely, they will say it is for an individual who is writing that proposal, want to uplifted for their career. That kind of proposals are not being sanctioned. What you have to write is, you have to definitely showcase your institute facilities at the highest, that these are the facilities. What is specific that is related to your project, what you want. For example, though we had a state of art gate lab, I told we want to go to the subject, to the patient. Nowadays, like as of now, patient comes to CLRI for doing their gait assessment. We told we want to go to the gait lab. So whatever we have, it is a static one. I mean, it has been stationed in my gait lab. So I want my equipments to be mobile. So I told I want a mobile plantar pressure system for me to conduct the study. I want a whatever XYZ for you according to your study. If you ask, definitely they will grant you. Do not ask what is already available in your institute, and also you need to showcase that your institute has the facility and it is having all the resources which will facilitate your research. This you should definitely write, then only your proposal will be granted. So yeah, you need to match your design to the research questions. That's what, always have the why part. Keep asking to yourself, why do I need to do this research? Match everything to your why question. Okay. And always have a mixed approach. For example, if I'm suggesting an AI based methodology, I will also have to have a clinical version. How currently it is being done, what is the way in which they are categorizing them into diabetic foot ulcer. So for example, when I was writing, I refer to an international working group on diabetic foot. That is a guidelines that is there for diabetics. So I related my study with that. So whatever your area, you relate to broader guidelines wherein you will get all those things. So these things are important to be seen in your proposal. Okay. And always plan for contingencies and alternate approaches. If one is not working, you will have an alternate methods also. And this inclusion of your pilot study, we actually we included in our proposal. We conducted one small test between healthy patients and diabetic. We conducted not a very big sample, and 20 samples around, and we allowed that gate to be done for them, and we found what is the statistical significance of it, whether the gate will have a significance on identifying that particular risk. That is very important when you do and when you write. So only when you go with data and with what has been done, okay, your proposal will have an acceptance. This is very important to have a pilot study done in your area. It can be on a small scale, small, to show that it is possible. The methodology, what you are telling is workable solution is what we are telling. We are not exploring all the aspects, but highlighting one significant. In our proposal, we found there was a significant difference in the maximum pressure, whatever the human body, no, all the nerves get ended on the foot. So we measured the foot pressure. So what happened is there was a significant difference between the healthy and the diabetic group. So we highlighted that this is what we did and this is where the pressure is going high. So this shows that it is a workable solution is what we highlighted. You need not publish the data because the data size is only 20. You can't publish it in a peer reviewed journal, but you can show that as an evidence in your proposal. If it is not, if you, for example, you are suggesting one research solution, if there is any related causal data or anything, you show that you have worked and this is what is there, this is what is lacking in that way, so that it will show your confidence in that area. And the analytical framework is very important, and how you are planning to choose that specific methods, and what is the choice of your softwares or tools. Don't ask for MATLAB and other things if your college is already having those things. Ask specific softwares which is required. For example, we suggested different methods in our study. One is based on the measuring the plantar pressure. Another is making the subject to walk and capture the video. So when we told we are extracting the video, we asked for a specific gate based marker in which we can post the to find the key angles of the foot, and we asked for a specific software. Then they will definitely give that kind of things. If you ask a generalized software, I want to use this for my thing, they will think it is only for your growth you are asking. Be specific when you are asking to the problem what you are working on. That will definitely give a grant. Yeah. So cover all aspects of your research problem process, whatever you are doing, and be realistic. Actually, when we did, we told we will do, there were 5 categories that we were trying to work on, and we told each category we will with 100 numbers to work initially, because if we say each category 500 I will do and I am not able to get, then I will end up with class imbalance and my project will not be able to complete. So when you say your deliverables, be realistic. Don't think that when I do more, when I mean commit more, they will fund me. That kind of thing will not work. Just be realistic to what you will be able to achieve, so that you show that you will be able to achieve. Definitely the next 2 years they will again tell them. In fact, when we were working in one DST granted project, when I was the PA, the DST was very happy. They were ready to fund us to take it to the next scale. So definitely when you suggest that this is what I'm going to work, and you show reproducible result in that, and you show that you prove your confidence in that project, definitely you will be given. There are many schemes now. You can start with a basic research. Then there is what is called as, you can tell that I'm working on different hospitals in which this can be deployed. There is a different scheme for doing a commercialization activity also. So they will definitely fund for the next 2 years also. It's not that it all is how you do it when you are starting with the first 2 years. Be realistic. That is what I want to tell here. And show innovations. That is the very heart of your methodology. You have to definitely highlight. For example, what we did is what all AI related methodologies have been done and how it has been used for DFU. We found those things and we highlighted what is the novel methodology that we are planning to suggest in our model. So that is what will fetch you. and demonstrate that your approach is doable. As I told, we did a preliminary study and we showed that this is the significant difference in the measure maximum pressure, and it is a, though we may not get a very high accuracy, we said when we do the data, we can improve the accuracy with a good data. Yes. So the preliminary data is very important. As I told, you need to establish your credibility in your research by doing a preliminary data analysis. I don't want to go in this. This also I will skip. So there are a lot of emerging trends and opportunities. For example, whatever the national funding agency is, they are looking for clean energy and climatic change related domains that are there. There is a lot of digital transformations and AI related calls, healthcare and pandemic preparedness, food security and sustainability, agriculture are some of the very compelling areas where you can think that you can work on. Similarly, this technology incubation and acceleration programs, you can even think of saying that there are a lot of DST calls, which I remember coming for women incubation cell. You can tell that your college can facilitate creating a women incubation hub. This is something which very easily you can do with your own students, that when whoever passing out, make a self-help group, make them women. Lot of schemes for women startups actually. So you can think of that. So this kind of incubations, acceleration programs are there. Similarly, industry academy participations are most welcome here. And whatever you are doing, try to make it as a, you protect your what you have developed with the patent, copyright, not just with publications. You protect your knowledge, what you have developed, and then deploy that as a technology into the industry. That is what is very important. There are a lot of global research consortiums that is there. Bilateral and multilateral technology missions are there. So the world is full of opportunities, only how we make it use is within us. So develop your preliminary data wherever your research you are planning to, you develop that. That is your proof of concept. That is where you can establish your research funding area, and audit your research portfolio, expand your research areas where you can work on, collaborate strategically. You partner with, for example, I'm working for some sensor based thing, where that sensor can be used, which industry is looking for. Is it a food industry? So there are a lot of things like, for example, now it is a mango season, whether the mango is ripe or not. Okay, they want a digital tongue, which will tell the taste of the mango. So a lot of opportunities are there. So you need to collaborate and see how that you can talk to some mango industry and see how it will be useful for them, and then work on that. Basically, networking when you go for workshops. This is a forum here. I don't know how many of you are outside KCE, but I'm saying when you come for a workshop or seminar, just collaborate and see, tap the strengths of other people who are around you. Similarly, for global research collaborations also, don't confine yourself that you are only meant to teach as a faculty. Okay, broaden your thing. You will find opportunities definitely, and yeah, strengthen your research infrastructure. These all research proposals what we are giving is to strengthen our institutional capacity for us to go forward in our research. So establish industry connections, and whoever have joined newly in your organization, bring them into your group. They will have very fresh ideas. They will have out of box thinking. So have them in your group. Actually, when you are writing your research proposal, your group should be very important. You need to have a multidisciplinary group. That is very important. For my research proposal, what I did is I am an AI expert. So my aim is to develop a AI model. I had a biomechanic expert who is there to work on the gait parameters and other things. We have a physiotherapist who will work on the physiotherapy related things. We have a footwear technologist who will come up with a therapeutic footwear, and we also had a designer who will design the footwear. So our team was a holistic team. You can have one or two, or see, you have a college which has multidisciplinary. So you need to have a group which will have all the areas covered. They also look for that kind of thing. If you say, I am working in electronics department, I have two of my colleagues who are also electronic person. My research proposal is I am a PA, she is a co-PA. I will recruit two people as project assistant. I will do my project. This kind of solution is not expected actually in a research. When you actually want a grant, based on that proposal, how your team is multidisciplinary is one of the major thing that they look for. Okay. So this is one proposal related to, I think it is till 31st. It is related to a collaboration. This is a AICT, basically for academic institutions like you. The theme is lab to market. They are looking for translational research, and it is up to 31st July this month, and they grant up to 50 lakhs for projects reaching TRL 6. Okay. Hope you know about TRL levels, correct? For example, if it is a prototype that is developed in a lab, that is TRL 3. If you make it at a pilot level, it is TRL 4. If you take it to a commercially available, it will be TRL 6. So I think you will have, your college may have a, I don't know which department, which will assess the TRL level and which will give you that particular thing. So here they are looking at a TRL 6 is a translational project. This is an ICMR call for proposal related to healthcare domain. You can visit and you can find all the details that are there. Okay. Similarly, if you are a person who is working on biomanufacturing technologies, biopolymers, if you want to build a API for microbial production strains, you have a BIRAC proposal that is there. So this is a Indo-Taiwan related program which looks for, if you look at most of the area of focus, actually it says AI, cyber technology, cyber security, quantum technology. This is trending a lot when they are asking for a call actually. And many are working for renewable and clean energy. Also this SDG, Sustainable Development Goals is there, no? You also cite how that is related to your project. That is also one of the important thing when you do. You can say SDG, whatever related to energy, what is that goal that is there, so that it fetches that you are aligning it to that thing. So this is related to Bio E3. I'm not sure many would have, these are some of the DBT and BIRAC proposal that is related to food and how you can work on. In fact, this cognitive functioning of our mental well-being is one thing which they are looking for. Okay. This is the Australian India Strategic Research Fund that came recently. I'm not sure if the proposal is still open. Actually, this is related to the DST and TBT. It is a India and Spain related proposal. So they look for circular economy, sustainability, how resource can be reused and efficiently utilized, digital health, medical devices, so AI. So all these things they are looking for. This is related to Indo-US thing. You can visit this and see different, almost many areas are covered here. And if you have any PhD students, there are a lot of fellowship programs that they offer where they can go and do. This is with regard to the trans thing that is there. You can visit this website. There are a lot of, every year it comes actually, every Jan 15th, the priority of the thematic areas have been established, and July 15th, every July 15th, the identified domains of the S&T areas are there. And these are the deadlines that given. Even you can organize seminars and proposals with this thing. This is the financial budget is up to 25K euros, approximately 20 lakhs for you to conduct seminars or you want to attend workshops under this scheme. This is a modality how they look at. Yeah, the presentation is totally yours only. I think Dr. Deepa will share with the participants. I'm just highlighting what is there. So the like 2+2 projects, like you can, this is for the Indo-German program where you can have one from the Germany, one institute and your institute. In fact, CLRI had a project done with this. So I thought I will highlight this program. It is an environment related thing where whatever the waste that comes from the vegetable market, we established one co-digestion unit. This was done in with a Germany institution in Germany. WISER, this is mainly for women involvement in science and engineering, also from Indo-German program. You can, women who are here can look at it and see how they can get benefited. This is regarded related to Tunisia. So if you see most of the things when I looked at the climate change, eco-innovation, e-health, data-driven approach for climate and health management is almost coming in all. Digital healthcare. So all these things are almost coming in many of the programs, irrespective of whether it is Indo-German, Indo-Tunisia, Indo-France, or Indian research funding. This is a DST proposal for National Quantum Mission itself. If you are a person who is working on quantum technologies, AML related, the proposal is for you. This is for India, EU actually. Here also a lot of pollutants related marine ecosystems are being. Nowadays, how many people know about carbon footprint? It is one of the very important aspect of industry. If you are working with industry related problems, you can think of it. Even CSIR is working on developing a software for estimating the carbon footprint exclusively for a leather industry. You have many stages. You need to set boundaries. What is that you are trying to estimate? So this is one of the very important thing that is being done. So I thought I will highlight this. This is also a DST call for carbon footprint. This is a BIRAC joint proposal based for bioplastics. And yeah, these are some of the proposals for fellowships actually. If you have any students who are working, you can ask them to apply. This mainly supports for women PhD scientists. And if their area is related to energy, water, waste, even engineering and technology, this proposal is for them. I have listed a lot of call for fellowship programs. You can think of and see how your PhD students can apply and get benefit out of it. I just want to tell a small story and end my presentation. See, this story is about, I don't know how many of you know about it. A small boy went and asked his grandfather, what is the value of him? How to find the value of life? That was his question. So, what the grandfather told us, he gave one stone, one small stone, asked him to go find the value of it. Do not sell, you just find the value of it and bring it back. So, what this boy did is, he went on his way, first found an orange seller. Is a sells oranges. So when he showed that stone, that orange seller found it's very good. I will give you 12 oranges for that. Then he said, oh, okay, but I don't want to sell. I just want to know what it is. Okay, he took it back. Then on his way, he found one vegetable seller. He was selling some potatoes. So he went and gave that stone. I want to know what is this value. Then that fellow also saw that stone is very attractive. He told, I will give one sack of potatoes to you. Then he said, okay, thank you. I don't want to sell. I will bring it back to me myself. And then he went to a jewelry shop. That man saw the thing and he told, oh, it's very nice. I will give a necklace for you. Then he said, no, thank you. I don't want to sell. Then he went to one precious gem seller. He showed that stone and that person very carefully examined all that stone, everything. He did some test and he told, this stone is very priceless. It is so expensive. I will give another gemstone for you. You can take. Then he told, no, I will take it and bring that. He was totally confused. What this man, this orange fellow said 12. That man told one bag. This man told. Then he went and came to his grandpa. He asked, what what is this? I'm getting so many different answers. I asked, what is the meaning of my life? You gave this and asked me to do a research on this. And then grandpa told, see what all answers you got, he asked. Then he told this. This man told 12 orange. That man told one sack. That man told one necklace. And the final one told, this is very priceless and this is the gem which is very expensive and all these things. So here the take home message what the grandpa told us, to whom you are going and giving yourself, from where you are finding your value. That is what is here. Likewise, do not underestimate your research proposals. You write as if you are the greatest for that and you value yourself to the top. Okay. If you value that your proposal is only for 10,000 or 20,000 or whatever that grant value, you are underestimating. You should value for 1 crore minimum or at least 50 lakhs. Okay. So everybody, see, where I always tell my students, all of us, God has created our brain in a very same, we all have the same neurons, isn't it? None of us have a different set of neurons. How we activate our neuron is within us. That is where the intelligence comes. We all are being blessed with the same number of neurons, and how we use our brain is with us. So believe in yourself. It all starts with you. There are a lot of opportunities that is there, and the future is full of opportunities, and there are unintentional consequences also for that. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Malati, for that very beautiful story and for your excellent talk. Okay. For the excellent talk and for encouraging all of us here for writing more funded proposals and getting more research funds to KCG College of Technology as well as to your respective colleges. Yes. So it is really a privilege and honor to have such renowned scientists encouraging us, right? So we are, in fact, we should find ourselves very lucky. And as ma'am told, all of us should have ourselves highly valued. We are all academicians, and good integrity and ethical practices can lead to good research also. And let us go by ma'am's words and hope that we get more proposals in the future. Thank you so much, ma'am. Let us all give a big round of applause to Dr. Malati Johar. We would like to present as a token of gratitude a memento. Welcome the coordinators also to join in honoring ma'am.
Not actually. Animals are killed for meat. What is being thrown at waste? You didn't come. We photo. It's okay, no problem. This my son snacks. That are there in the sector. Have all the things like have department, have a civil engineering department. We have the biotechnology department. You name the department. We have a chemical engineering department. So you name the department, we have it in CLRI. It is a diverse field actually. What is it? Yeah, actually we keep all open for the CSR Foundation Day and Foundation Day. We normally keep it and we showcase how we do research. So it is some open days are there. If you normally in September it comes. Actually, September 26th is a CSIR Foundation Day. You can all visit. Actually, there will be a lot of stalls also, which will like industry will come there and do a. You want to buy a genuine leather, you can come and buy there also during that time. Actually, next I think in the September we will have an open day. You can look for exactly not on 26th, around September 26th. there will be an open day. In fact, we have SCRC lab also, Structural Engineering Research Lab, which is that is also a CSIR lab, which is working on structural engineering. Actually, our lab is focused on leather research. Actually, we have multi-dimensionality in our CIRI. They have their regional center here. In fact, 7 regional centers are there. Yes, we have. You can see how, in fact, there will be scientists who will demonstrate how they have conducted the research. So that day we showcase whatever technologies that has been developed. There will be a person to explain how it has been done. So you can even bring all your students as an tour, no, something, some educational tour. Industrial research. Yeah, you can every year. Yeah, you can plan one day like that and come to CLRI and visit. It is an open day actually. You can look at our website or you can write a mail. Yeah, yeah. You can see. Last time, the research department. Students and faculties. You can make good use of it actually to see how a research functions and see what all research we do. In fact, we also do one more research related to arthritis problem. We are the research project. What I'm working is not a pan India. We didn't go for a pan India, but the arthritis, especially focusing on women, we are going for a pan India survey. Actually, that is also related to gait. Actually, you should come see the gait lab, how it is and what facilities are there. That's a good opportunity. Normally, when you ask, you are not allowed. Even if you want to come now, either one of the scientists should say that you have come for a project discussion and there is security clearance that you have to take a permission from one of the scientists and then only you can enter. Because it is a research organization, there is some, yeah. On open day, all scientists, it's open to public actually. And we encourage a lot of youngsters and of course faculties also so that they will know how to. We do one program called as Jigyasa. That is, we go to school students. In fact, I'm one of the active member in that to tell them many of them are drifting from science to arts and commerce. And we go there to encourage how science is very fantastic and to motivate them to pursue their science in science stream. That is one of the program we do to go to schools and encourage the students. And we also do programs in CLRI, asking students to come and where scientists will lively demonstrate small experiments which will encourage them to pursue. Yeah, that was also there actually. School. Yes. That was for science related school faculties, teachers. That was okay. Okay. And domain extension. Okay. Also, session is the last day. So, so your fees will be checking for you. Have a great day. Tomorrow, unless you come, in the middle of the battle.